Good morning, graduates and honored guests. Would you please remain standing and rise for the presentation of the colors by the Colorado State University Air Force Wing Walker Honor Guard and Ms. Shannon Rowley singing America the Beautiful and our national anthem.
Beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Shannon. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, honored guests, welcome to the 2016 Spring Commencement Ceremony for the College of Agricultural Sciences. For the students sitting in this front row, congratulations on your day. Savor this moment. It's a memory that will be long-lasting for you, and it's one that we all enjoy being able to share with you. With that, we have some honored guests who are part of our ceremony today. They play a vital role at Colorado State University, and I'd like to take a few moments to introduce them to you. I'm going to ask that each of the members of the platform group please rise as I say your names, and then we'll hold our applause and recognition until after we've had a chance to introduce everybody. Dr. Jan Leach, Associate Dean of Research and College Marshal. Dr. Tom Holzer, Associate Dean of Extension and Deputy Director of the Agricultural Experiment Station. Dr. Jane Robb Rhodes, member of the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System. Mr. Scott Johnson, Secretary, Board of the Governors of the Colorado State University System. Dr. Don Michaels, Director of the University Honors Program. Dr. Ken Barbrick, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Rick Miranda, Provost and Executive Vice President. Dean Ajay Menon, Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences. Dr. Sean Archerbeck, Associate Professor of Animal Sciences. Dr. Chris Argueso, Assistant Professor, Department of Bioagricultural Sciences and Pest Management. Dr. Greg Perry, Head, Department of Agricultural and Resource Economics. Dr. Kevin Pond, Head, Department of Animal Sciences. Dr. Steve Wallner, Head, Department of Horticulture and Landscape Architecture. And Dr. Mark Brick, Acting Head, Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. In addition, I'd like to introduce our two interpreters for today for the hearing impaired, Ms. Samantha Overholzer and Ms. Renee Wilson. Please join me in welcoming them as well. Parents and relatives, I see you up there on the sides and in the back and the rear. Just like you, we're proud, very proud of your graduates today. They embody all of those values, all of those traits, all of those characteristics which we've come to expect in the state of Colorado and the College of Agricultural Sciences. Nice work on getting them here. To the graduates that are here, the soon-to-be graduates, I'm guessing there's a lot of emotions that are running through you right now as you think about this moment, this particular point in time. For some of you, you're thinking about, gosh, what an achievement, right? Maybe even a sense of relief, perhaps, that this day has come along. But that's that excitement that's there. And I think there's a little bit of anticipation for you too, isn't there? You're anticipating the next step, the next opportunity when you put your skills to work and the things that you've done. But I also think that in those emotions, you also have a sense of gratitude for the people who have supported you, for your friends. As you look from side to side right now, look behind you for the friends that have supported you along the way, for all of those folks that were part of your support network. And I also think, well, really, I share that sense of gratitude with you for one group of folks who are really the heart of Colorado State University, and that's our faculty and our staff. Could I please have the faculty and our staff who are with us today to please rise for a moment? Graduates, when you think about it, those faculty and staff, when you were high school students and you came and visited Colorado State University for the first time, they were the ones who welcomed you, that helped to guide you, that helped to mentor you. They were likely the ones who helped to challenge you, too. And they treated you to critical discourse. They helped you. Sometimes they lectured you. Sometimes they listened to you. But those staff and those faculty, they were part of that important support network that we have a lot of gratitude for. So thanks again to those faculty and those staff. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences, Dr. Ajay Menon.
Good morning. Indeed, it's a very good morning. It's a great morning for the parents. It's an exciting time for the parents, the friends, those who sustained you. I can sense the excitement because you're proud of these young men and women for all of what they have accomplished. You're excited that you don't have to write another check to Colorado State University. You're also excited that they're coming back to you after 4 years. Hope your basements are ready. I just hope that's not what's going to happen here. But I want you all, parents and friends and families of these graduating class, to know how very fortunate we have been to have had the opportunity to work with these incredibly talented young men and women. We truly were, we truly are. And the reason for that is each one of these individuals, they have helped define us. They have given us purpose, and they have helped Colorado State University be a better place. So we are grateful to you for sharing them with us for the last 4 odd years. And to the graduating class and the students, my most sincere congratulations. This is a great moment. So as you leave the College of Agricultural Sciences and our campus, know that we have great confidence in your ability to dream big dreams, to challenge your limits, to make those dreams come true, and to continue to ask much of yourself. You see, few people have enjoyed the privilege of the sort of education that you have had. So accordingly, we urge you now to assume a very special and lifetime obligation to assist and enable others, those who are less fortunate. For as William Penn wrote at the end of the 17th century, I expect to pass through life but once. If, therefore, there be any kindness I can show, or any good that I can do for any fellow being, then let me do it now and not defer or neglect it, as I shall not pass this way again. But then you didn't come here to listen to me give you a charge or a commencement speech. But I did want to let you know how very proud we all are of each and every one of you. I am privileged today to introduce to you an individual who graduated with his bachelor's from Holy Cross University in Massachusetts, went on to get his PhD in mathematics from a very often not known school, MIT. Okay. He went on to teach at Princeton and University of Chicago, came to Colorado State University in 1982. 15 years later, became the department head of the in mathematics. In 2002, became the dean of the College of Natural Sciences, and about 8 years ago, became the president. He didn't become the president. Became the executive president. Tony Frank isn't watching anyway. Okay. The provost and executive vice president of Colorado State University. In his role as provost, Dr. Rick Miranda is responsible for all the academic and administrative aspects of Colorado State University and the outcomes that come out of this university and the upholding of the land grant commitment. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not supposed to give a long introduction because everybody should know our provost, Dr. Rick Miranda.
Thank you, Dean Menon. It's a great pleasure to be here with you this morning. What a great gathering, what a wonderful college this is. You know, we started off with our national anthem, and the first line mentions our amber waves of grain, and there's hardly any college in the university for which that should have meaning, right? If that first line included a reference to livestock, we'd have it all. But this college is one which is dedicated to deep and effective thinking about issues that are both ancient and futuristic in their way. Ancient in that some say that civilization itself was born with the concepts of agriculture. You can't have civilization without agriculture, nor the other way around. Futuristic, though. How will we use the science and the art of agriculture to feed the planet 100 years from now, 500 years from now? The ancient classical elements of earth, air, water, etc., are still the basics for all of us, no? For all of you. And maybe even fire is in there too. And if so, all four Greek elements are at center stage. It's quite a classical perspective to your education. How are we employing the techniques of effective thinking with these four elements and their modern descendants to help us feed the world today? Effective thinking isn't easy. And I've had the pleasure recently of reading a slim volume on it by Berger and Starberg with interesting slants in it. In particular, the authors attached the elements of effective thinking to these four classical elements as a way of remembering them more easily. For example, the author's first element of effective thinking is to understand simple things deeply. Master the basics. Get to the core of the matter and stay there for a while. Clear the clutter. Boil things away. Get to the essentials. Polya noted that if you have a problem you can't solve, there's always an easier, simpler problem that you also can't solve. Find it. Really understand the simple things and get grounded in that understanding. And since Earth is literally under where we usually stand, what better metaphor for the concept of grounded understanding than Earth? Well, I hope you're now curious about the other three elements of effective thinking. Fire, used by nature for the removal of the old to prepare for the new. The author claims that failure is an essential element of thinking. Making mistakes is critical. If you exploit those mistakes, identify your weaknesses, clear out the old ideas that led to the mistakes, and replant the new ideas that will grow stronger and truer. Fire. Indeed, Winston Churchill once remarked that success is simply the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. We all live in Colorado. Who here has learned how to ski without falling down? Right? Those of you who have had the great pleasure of being around children know a lot. Being around children a lot, know that they are endlessly curious creatures. And questions can come right out of thin air at any moment. Thin air questions is another essential element to thinking clearly. At any time, probe deeper by identifying something you don't understand and ask someone. That someone might be yourself, but ask, out of thin air. Be your own Socrates, if need be. And finally, appreciate the flow of ideas. Today's great thoughts are a natural evolution of yesterday's, and no doubt tomorrow's will come directly out of today's. If you want to have tomorrow's next great thought on a subject, think about how the issues are put together now and how they got there. And that may well give you a great clue about where they're going next. Ideas have histories and flows, just like water. Now, you've all gotten a great education here at CSU, and today we're gathered with your family and friends to celebrate that. As educated folks, you already know all of this great stuff about effective thinking. Understanding simple things deeply, failing and learning from those mistakes, questioning constantly, and appreciating the flow of ideas. Earth, fire, air, and water. I think you probably get all that. In Greek philosophy, there was a fifth element that tried to capture something more intangible: spirit, the spirit of life, maybe even of love. Maybe the fifth element, the quintessential element of critical thinking, is to love learning and to commit to it, and thereby commit to transforming yourself. You've all arrived here today far different people than when you came to CSU all those years ago. You've already transformed yourselves into educated experts in the various aspects of agriculture. Now, my first charge to you is to not stop. Continue to transform yourself. Whatever path you decide to take will require change, will require introspection, will require effective thinking, and will require embracing a new you. If you take up that challenge, you will have a most exciting ride ahead. Now, you will all face challenges that we can only dimly imagine now. But we can be sure of one thing: your education, your critical thinking skills, your training in agricultural sciences, and the values here at CSU of integrity, character, tolerance, respect, and a commitment to excellence are what you will personally need and what our society will require to effectively meet all of those challenges that will lie ahead. The 5 elements of thinking, which are really the 5 elements that form the foundation of a great education, will certainly serve you well. So my final charge for today is to value, honor, and use your own education. In other words, please behave like educated people. Pay it forward. Insist on quality and work to improve education at all levels, in your own family, in your local community schools, and in our state universities. We need your help. We look forward to your future and your support. And with your help and others' help, students for many generations to come will be thinking deeply and effectively about earth, fire, air, water, and the future of agriculture here at Colorado State University. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Donald Michaels, the director of the University Honors Program. Yesterday, at our own honors recognition ceremony, we recognized the accomplishments of our honors students, and they received their honors medallions, which they are wearing today. So it's, again, a pleasure to recognize them again, as well as congratulate all the graduates of the College of Agricultural Sciences. To become a University Honors Scholar, a student must complete an integrated program of study that involves honors seminars, courses in their major, an honors thesis, while still achieving a cumulative GPA of 3.5. All the honors students that are graduating this semester are listed in the commencement program. I encourage you to refer to those, and they also have their theses, titles listed, as well as their faculty advisors. So, honor students, when I announce your names, I would like you to stand, and as I call your name, and remain standing until the names are concluded. Cynthia Bachman, major in environmental horticulture. Katarine Baldwin, Animal Sciences. Jordan Jordan Bowie, Animal Science. Caroline Conver, Equine Science. Shannon Fahey, Animal Science. Dylan Freeberg, Equine Science. Brittany Hellam, Equine Science. Tamara Kramer, Equine Science. Emily Morris, Landscape Architecture. April Sorensen, Landscape Architecture. Megan Sullivan, Equine Science. Olivia Todd, Soil and Crop Sciences. Catherine Watts, Equine Science. And Marika Yedens, Equine Science. Congratulations to our honor scholars.
Good morning. This is it. Woohoo! Thank you, Dr. Michaels. I am Ken Barbrick, the Associate Dean of Academic Programs, College of Ag Sciences. I'd like to offer my warmest congratulations to all the graduates of the College of Agricultural Sciences for spring 2016. Colorado State University recognizes outstanding scholarship by granting the baccalaureate degree cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude to those students in each college who have achieved high academic excellence in their undergraduate programs. These students collectively can be recognized by their gold gowns. The College of Agricultural Sciences designates the distinction of summa cum laude to those graduates that maintain a cumulative 3.98 grade point average during their undergraduate program of study. These students are wearing gold cords in addition to their gold robes. The college designates magna cum laude to those graduates maintaining a cumulative 3.85 GPA, and cum laude to those graduates that maintain a 3.78 cumulative GPA during their academic program of study. Now I would like our candidates for cum laude to please stand and be recognized as I announce their names. Tori L. Anaya, major in Animal Sciences. Shauna S. Brown, the major in Ag Education. Hannah C. Carlson with a major in Environmental Horticulture. Megan L. Castle with a major in Equine Science. Carolyn Conover with a major in Equine Science. Ardell J. Judd with a major in Animal Science. Andrea Cowait with a major in Animal Science. Jamie S. Lemus with a major in Equine Science. Emily K. Morris with a major in Landscape Architecture. Dana M. Ratcliffe with a major in Equine Science. Emma R. Vicklin with a major in Animal Science. Wajin Wang with a major in Landscape Architecture. Please join me in congratulating our cum laude candidates. Please be seated. Now I would like for our candidates for magna cum laude to please stand and be recognized. Marissa Albright with a major in Animal Sciences. Catherine Alexander with a major in Equine Science. Cynthia C. Bachman with a major in Environmental Horticulture. Dixie Crow with a major in Equine Science. Dylan J. Freeberg with a major in Equine Science and a minor in Agriculture and Resource Economics. Kimberly L. Hallowell with a major in Animal Science. April E. Johnston with a major in Equine Science. Nicole M. Jones with a major in Animal Science and Equine Science. and Alyssa N. Judy with a major in equine science. Patrick B. Linnell with a major in animal science and agricultural business. April D. Sorensen with a major in landscape architecture. Megan L. Sullivan with a major in equine science. Aria Talachia with a major in animal science. Weiying Zhao with a major in environmental and natural resource economics. Please join me in offering our magna cum laude candidates a hand of congratulations. Please be seated. Now I would like for our summa cum laude candidates to please stand and be recognized. Katie A. Dodge with a major in animal science. Caitlin M. Geist with a major in agricultural business. Cindy Hsu with a major in animal science. Tamara K. Kramer with a major in equine science. Daniel R. Oliver with a major in horticulture and soil and crop sciences. Kaylin M. Taylor with a major in soil crop sciences and a minor in organic agriculture. Winan Yuan with a major in soil and crop sciences. Please join us in offering our candidates for summa cum laude a hand of congratulations. Please be seated. And now I would like to invite Mr. Scott Johnson, Secretary of the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System, to join me at the podium.
Good afternoon. As a rancher or ag producer, I don't know about all of you, but I think today's weather's great, and I just hope it kind of goes east to here, southeast to here about 200 miles and gets to Kit Carson. So I like this weather. On a personal note, Shauna Brown, a member of my niece, is going to do the student response today, and we're real excited about that. The family's real proud of her. Of course, she's been a great student here at CSU, and she's, as of now, employed. So we're awful excited about that. My side of the family has been attending CSU for 5 generations, and I don't think my side of the family's ever had anybody give a speech up here. So I guess I married well or something, and we're sure proud of Shauna and wish her the best of luck. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Colorado State and the Board of Governors of the CSU system, I want to express our great pride in your achievements and our best wishes for future success. Please know that even as you leave this beautiful campus, you will always remain a part of CSU. And now we will recognize our graduate students. Will the doctoral and master's candidates please rise? I believe they had their graduation yesterday, so this is their second time around this weekend. These candidates and their fellows in absentia completed their program of study and were recommended by their faculty advisors, the graduate school, and the Faculty Council for Master of Agriculture, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Science, and doctoral degrees. Yesterday, at the graduate school ceremony, Chancellor Frank conferred upon them their respective degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest holders of master's and doctoral degrees in the College of Agriculture Sciences. Thank you, and now back to you.
Okay. Undergraduates, I met you 4, maybe more years ago, and this is a momentous occasion in your life. how you've changed and grown over the years, and hopefully you can now find your way around the Montfort Quad. CSU was founded 146 years ago as part of the land grant system to educate the citizens of Colorado and the world. The undergraduates in this room come from 47 different states and at least 11 different countries. They represent some of the most talented and committed people in the state. I would also like to take a moment to recognize a special group amongst our graduates, our first-generation students. To be among the first of your generation, your family, to attend college is an achievement unto itself. And how you are seeing the culmination of your hard work and sacrifice as you graduate. If you wish, would the first-generation students please stand? Congratulations, and congratulations to the families of these fine students. I now ask all candidates for the baccalaureate degree to please rise. Mr. Johnson, I present to you the candidates from the College of Agricultural Sciences for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates and their fellows in absentia have fulfilled the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science at Colorado State University.
Thank you, Doctor. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University system, I hereby confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degrees together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Let us recognize the achievements of this outstanding group of students and congratulations to the spring class of 2016.
We will now award diplomas to the graduating class. The departmental marshals will lead the graduates to the stage, starting with the graduate students, then the undergraduate students, and the department heads will present the diplomas. Dr. James Pritchett will announce the graduates. A listing of our candidates can be found in your announcement program.
Graduate students in the College of Agricultural Sciences. Susanna McLeod with a Master's of Agriculture and Integrated Resource Management from Manchester, Maryland. Srimoi Ghosh with a Master's of Agriculture. Her hometown is Delhi, India. The Department of Agricultural and Resource Economics. Shauna Schuyler Brown with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education. Caitlin Marie Geist with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business. Weiyang Zhao with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics from Guiyang City, Anhui Province, China. Shannon Teresa Fahey with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business. Jacob Aaron Kimmick with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics and a Bachelor of Arts in Economics with a minor in Global and Environmental Sustainability from Leesburg, Virginia. Haley Nanette Combs with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Ag and Resource Economics. Bailey Jane Field with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education from Canby, Oregon. Kelly Ann Blake with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education. Lindsay Ann Aspen Todd with the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education, Teacher Development. Chance Allen Canode with the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education, Teacher Development. Bonnie K. Powell from Delta, Colorado with the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business. Dylan Austin Reed with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and a minor in Mathematics from Golden, Colorado. Daniela Chacon with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and a minor in Global Environmental Sustainability from Basalt, Colorado. Taylor Everett Gannon with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business, Farm and Ranch Management from Eagle Lake, Texas. Corey John Kearns with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics. Xavier Barros with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Mexico City, Mexico. Abby Catherine Peisel with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics from Creede, Colorado. Aaron James Gotterham with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and Agricultural Economics from Arvada, Colorado. Trevor Inez with a major in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics and Natural Resource Management with a minor in Sustainable Water from West Newbury, Massachusetts. Megan Nicole Young with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business with a minor in Spanish. Abrielle Ricole Jones with a Bachelor of Science in Ag Education, a minor in Ag and Resource Economics and Global and Environmental Sustainability from Oshkosh, Nebraska. Mengwei Zhang with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and Agricultural Economics from China. Chantel Elizabeth Campbell with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and a minor in Agricultural Literacy. Lauren Elizabeth Gossman with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Breckenridge, Colorado. Heather Lynn Brubberg with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and a minor in Real Estate from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Sarah Rebecca Ostrand with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Sedalia, Colorado. Trevor Joseph Brady Bro with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business. Nicole Nesbitt with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Waterport, New York. Alyssa Michelle Swenson with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business, a minor in Agricultural Literacy, and her hometown is Littleton, Colorado. Alexandra Juliet Dolan with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and a horticulture minor from Turlock, California. Joel Carlisle Courier with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Molina, Colorado. Colton Reed Hankins with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Fort Collins, Colorado. Scott Thomas Roloff with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Aurora, Colorado. Cameron Ray with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Littleton, Colorado. John Samuel Frost with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business. Blaine Arthur Wood with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business from Fruita, Colorado. Cole Jeffrey Gretz with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and Soil and Crop Sciences, the pride of Olathe, Colorado. Jace Bradley Mortensen with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business from Brush, Colorado. Mariah May Connor with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences and Agricultural Business from Durango, Colorado. Nick Bickett with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences and Agricultural Business. Dalton Dean McMurphy with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences and Agronomic Production Management. Trent James Cohen with the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business. Ethan Alexander Baker with the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business. The Department of Horticulture and Landscape Architecture. Daniel Robert Alexander Oliver with the Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Science, and Soil and Crop Sciences with a minor in Organic and Sustainable Agriculture. Hannah Christina Carlson with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Horticulture, Nursery and Landscape Management, Horticulture Floriculture. Wengjin Wong with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture, a minor in Business Administration from Hefei, China. Cynthia Christine Bachman with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Emily K. Morris with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture. April Diane Sorensen with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Reno, Nevada. Joel Evan Garrett with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Viticulture, and Enology from Longmont, Colorado. Brian Fraser Allen with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Viticulture, and Enology from Salt Lake City, Utah. Lars Russell Edmond with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Food Crops. Rebecca Grace Steffens with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management, and a minor in Business Administration. Keldon Bernard Kienitz with a Bachelor of Science in Horticultural Science, and a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, Botany. Jamie Lynn Madsen with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Food Crops, Seed Option, Naperville, Illinois. Megan Nicole Rollison with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Therapy. Jacob Andrew Large with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Horticulture, Turf Management from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Caitlin Nicole Davis with the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting from Littleton, Colorado. Anna Chloe Cordner with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Elijah Isaac Catt with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting from Glenwood Springs, Colorado. Nicholas A. Rail with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Denver, Colorado. Douglas Murray Elgar with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture, minor in Global Environmental Sustainability from Longmont, Colorado. Matthew Scott Barker with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture for Columbus, Indiana. Brandon Taylor Yoxheimer with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Woodland Park, Colorado. Corey Elizabeth Burt with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Wheat Ridge, Colorado. Sharon Liu with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Hees, China. Austin Michael Lucero with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture. Karen R. Kleiss with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Tallinn, Estonia. Alexandria Shannon Bunker from Centennial, Colorado with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture. Catherine Ann Brown from Centennial, Colorado with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture. Austin Ray Good with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture and a minor in Political Science from Fort Collins, Colorado. Daniel B. Runzel with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Elaine, Illinois. Zachary Scott Sherland with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Caledonia, Michigan. Evan Robert Callis with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Sturgis, South Dakota. Joel Patrick Jenks with a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Powell, Ohio. Nicholas John Arsenal with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Floriculture, and a minor in Business Administration. Ari Thomas Helland with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Science from Thornton, Colorado. Haley Patricia Palick with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Viticulture, and Enology, a minor in Organic Agriculture from Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Eric Klaus with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Viticulture, and Enology from Sonoma, California. Jesse L. Miller with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Floriculture, Environmental Horticulture, Nursery, and Landscape Management from Bighorn, Wyoming. Shannon Renee Hopkins with a Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management, and a minor in Business Administration. The Department of Animal Sciences. Emma R. Vickland with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Katie Ann Dodge with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Spring Creek, Nevada. Patrick Brock Linnell with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Ag Business from Hermiston, Oregon. April Elaine Johnston with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Gilbert, Arizona. Megan Lynn Castle with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Beaumont, Texas. Tori Lynn Anaya with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and a minor in Japanese. Sarah Marie Koppel with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Vero Beach, Florida. Andrea Elizabeth Colwhite with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Jamie Sheridan Fraser Lemus with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a Business Administration minor. Dana Michelle Ratcliffe from Point Vedra Beach, Florida with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration. Catherine Lee Alexander with a Bachelor of Sciences in Equine Sciences from Conifer, Colorado. Annalisa Nicole Judy with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences. Marissa T. Albright with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Aria Amanakai Elizabeth Talaichi with a Bachelor of Sciences in Animal Sciences from Montrose, Colorado. Nicole Morgan Jones with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and Animal Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Altamonte Springs, Florida. Victoria Dixie Crow with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Media Communications. Sydney Shea with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Temecula, California. Kayla Melanie Hinckley with a Bachelor of Sciences in Animal Sciences from Silt, Colorado. Tanya Kami Reagan with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Denver, Colorado. Susanna Faye Campbell with a Bachelor of Sciences in Equine Sciences from Discovery Bay, California. Margaret Mary Freon with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business from Seattle, Washington. Sarah Elizabeth Damagula with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from McHenry, Illinois. Taylor Ann Elliott with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Ag and Resource Economics from Irvine, California. Taylor Alexis Kinslow with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and a minor in Ag and Resource Economics from Star Valley, Wyoming. Rachel Rebecca Warnell with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Krista Jean Warple with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Laura Drew Johnson with a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences and a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences. Aubrey Day Mason with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Sierra Lane Talley with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Tierra Amarilla, New Mexico. Marika Christine Idens with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a Business Administration minor from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Kaylin Reed Conver with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Flourtown, Pennsylvania. Dylan Jane Freeberg with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Ag and Resource Economics. Katarine P. Baldwin with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Jackson, Wyoming. Brittany Michelle Hellam with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Tamara Kelsey Kramer with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences. Catherine Elizabeth Watts with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Aurora, Colorado. Megan Leigh Sullivan with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Fort Collins, Colorado. Jordan Alexandra Tibui with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Nicole Kristen White with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences. Julianne Williams with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Ag and Resource Economics from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Olivia Nicole Uribe with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Porter Ranch, California. Elizabeth Catherine Consular with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Conesus, New York. Anna Elise Plays with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration. Madeline Elizabeth Peters with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Friendlington, New Jersey. Helen Christine Brown with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and minors in Spanish and Business Administration. Her hometown is Santa Ynez, California. Laura Fairbank Ames with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Mesa, Colorado. Anna Catherine Vance with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and minors in Business Administration and Spanish from Boulder, Colorado. Taylor Lachelle Hetz with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Roggen, Colorado. Jessica Vila from Hudson, Colorado with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Carly Marie Cooper with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Geneva, Illinois. Abigail Taylor Glennon with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business from Orlando, Florida. Jenna Renee Nagel with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and Agricultural Business from Placentia, California. Ethan Gregory Herman with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and a business minor from Toluca Lake, California. Jessica Michelle Tunberg with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Lakewood, California. Becca Megan Son with a Bachelor of Sciences in Animal Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Miami, Florida. Fiona Elizabeth Marianne Lamont with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and a business minor. Ashley S. Casey with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology and a minor in Business Administration. Leslie Edith Mendez with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business and Animal Sciences from Fort Morgan, Colorado. Vanessa Danielle Sharp with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Ag Business from Sterling, Illinois. Sabina Ligas with a Bachelor of Science in Animal and Equine Sciences from Winter Park, Colorado. James Cody Calabaza with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Ag Business from San Domingo Pueblo, New Mexico. Wesley Wade Sandoval with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business from La Jera, Colorado. Miranda Pepping Vomon with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business Administration from Alamo, California. Kimberly June Luth with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Business. Amy Copeland Morgan with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Boulder, Colorado. Sonia Lynn Sabetsky with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Biomedical Sciences. Madison Gorham Walbum with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and Biological Sciences. Rebecca Joanne Falkoff with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences. Emma Suzanne Sparrow with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and Agricultural Business from River Island, Washington. Marion Rose Foster with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a business minor from Casanova, New York. Kathleen Emma Heupel with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business from Weldona, Colorado. Brenna Ling Clower with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Sciences and Animal Sciences from Grass Valley, California. Tina Elizabeth Hansen with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business from Petaluma, California. Jacqueline Alexandra Ponce with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from San Antonio, Texas. Lara Leanne Welp with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Soil and Crop Sciences from Ray, Colorado. Tyler Wayne Bott with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Sciences and Animal Sciences from Eaton, Colorado. Dirk R. Murphy with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Kiowa, Colorado. Laddie Davis Trahal with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Kiowa, Colorado. Dylan Charles Freeman with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Catherine Joanne Callentine with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences from Belgrade, Montana. J.T. Gilmore with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences and Agricultural Business. Tamira Shea Judith Smith with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Agricultural Business. Catherine Elizabeth Mank with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a Business Administration minor from Franktown, Colorado. Lindsay Nicole Inau with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Spanish from Boulder, Colorado. Uta Kermeens with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Sciences. Siobhan Mar Decker with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from DeKalb, Illinois. Alexa Kate Wyand with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Ag and Resource Economics. Jane Frances Weiss with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a business minor from Huntington Beach, California. Molly Ann McGinty with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences and a minor in Biomedical Science from Gypsum, Colorado. Madison J. Miller with a Bachelor of Science in Equine Sciences from Lyons, Colorado. The Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. Kaylin Michelle Taylor with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences and a minor in Organic Agriculture from Drake, Colorado. Olivia Elizabeth Todd with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences, Plant Biotechnology, Genetics and Breeding from Loveland, Colorado. Nikayla Marie Strauss with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences, Plant Biotechnology, Genetics and Breeding. Andrew Brody Hatch with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences, Plant Biotechnology, Genetics and Breeding. Deborah M. Stewart with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences from Littleton, Colorado. Gemma Kathleen Bauer with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences. Matthew Scott Boland with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences. Timothy Edward Joswiak with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences and a minor in Organic Agriculture. Morgan Jesse Bowen with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences, Horticulture, Viticulture, and Enology with a minor in Organic Agriculture from Pleasanton, California. Jonathan Wesley Kuhlman with a Bachelor of Science in Soil and Crop Sciences and a veteran of the United States Air Force. His hometown is Clarksville, Tennessee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates from Colorado State University's College of Agricultural Sciences for the spring 2016. And since this is a small group, I'll confess I left my reading glasses in my office. So I'm going to wing it a little bit. Hey, don't laugh, you'll get there. And now, I'd like to introduce our student speaker, Shauna Brown, who will provide a response on behalf of the students and also a charge to her classmates. She's the 2016 recipient of the Charles N. Shepardson Award for Outstanding Agriculture Student Leadership. She was born and raised in Castle Rock, Colorado. Although it isn't a rural town, she was fortunate enough to be raised on a small piece of land where her family raised livestock. At a young age, she found an interest in the agriculture industry and became involved in 4-H and FFA. She's graduating today with a Bachelor of Science degree in agricultural education. Shauna just finished her student teaching experience in McClave, Colorado, and will be heading to Holyoke, Colorado to teach agriculture in the fall. She would like to thank her parents and grandparents for their support over the last few years and making the dream of becoming a Colorado State University RAM a possibility. Shauna, it's all yours.
Thank you, Dean Menon. Good afternoon, Colorado State University, College of Agricultural Sciences. My name is Shauna Brown, and it is an honor to represent the spring graduating class of 2016. When I was 14 years old, I learned a speech that would impact the rest of my life. For those of you that also wore the infamous blue corduroy jacket, these words are probably burned into the back of your brain as well. I believe in the future of agriculture, with the faith born not of words, but of deeds. At the time, these words were seemingly meaningless to me. All I knew is that I had to stand in front of the class, recite the 5-paragraph creed, and that every FFA member had given it. Over the last 8 years, I've come to realize just how impactful these words truly are. Now, there are plenty of reasons I believe in the future of agriculture, and if I didn't, I probably would have chosen the wrong career. But I don't know that I've ever believed in the future of agriculture as much as I do today. As I look across the sea of caps and gowns, I see the future of sustainable agriculture. I see the future of food safety and food security. I see future agricultural educators that will inspire the next generation. And I see the future of agriculture that will meet the demands of a rapidly growing population. With a faith born not of words, but of deeds. The students of the College of Agricultural Sciences will not only go on to talk about how great they will be, instead we'll work to prove that it's true. These deeds started when you decided to come to Colorado State University and pursue a degree in agriculture. With the research, development, and the expertise of our professors, we are equipped with the tools to be the next leaders of our industry. When I received the email about a month and a half ago that I would be giving the student's response to the dean's charge today, I did what any other almost college-educated student would do. I Googled it. How to give a college commencement speech. Google was filled with pages of insight on just the right words to say, leave them with words of wisdom and guidance on their next step. Well, I'm 21 years old and probably younger than most of you graduating today, so I didn't feel entirely qualified to be giving out life advice. So I continued to search, and I came across an extremely profound article by none other than BuzzFeed.com. The title of this article was 29 Unexpected Life Lessons You Learn in College. So I thought this would be interesting, and I took a look, and while many of these life lessons were in fact true, few of them were appropriate for today's ceremony. There were 3, however, that stuck out to me, and I would like to share those with you today. The first of these, number 16. Your professors are geniuses whom you are lucky to know. Ask them your toughest questions, and they will change your life. It's safe to say our professors in the College of Ag are second to none. We have experts in the field of meat science, soil science, agricultural education, landscape architecture, and horticulture, to name a few. Over the last few years, I found myself asking some of my toughest questions. Questions ranging from, what is the molecular makeup of the longissimus dorsi muscle, to how do you deal with a student's death as an ag teacher? The expertise and an insight the professors share to us in the College of Ag make our college world-renowned. So thank you to the professors for changing our lives. The second of these life lessons was number 25. Friends and extracurriculars teach you more than classes. The sooner everyone realizes this, the better. It had to have been the first week of freshman seminar when Dr. Marshall Frazier stood at the front of the room and said, "Do not let the classroom get in the way of your education." Now, I've learned a great deal in my classes here at CSU, but it's my involvement in leadership organizations that have pushed me to be my best. I've had the opportunity to travel to San Antonio to the National Cattlemen's Beef Association Conference. I've represented CSU in the College of Ag at the National FFA Convention. I've judged many speaking contests, spent hours stuffing packets for state FFA contests, and even got to teach 4th graders what a fistulated steer is. All of these opportunities, big or small, have impacted my time here at CSU and will continue to impact my future. I tell each college freshman the same thing: get involved. It's the easiest way to meet people that share the same passions as you. Through these leadership organizations, I've had the opportunity to network with leaders in our industry, work alongside professors, but most importantly, I've met lifelong friends. The last of these life lessons, number 29. 4 years may sound like a long time, but nothing you ever do will go by quicker than college. It seems as if just yesterday we were college freshmen moving into our dorm rooms for the first time. Today we are college graduates, and tomorrow we're expected to be real adults. A little scary if you ask me. Oftentimes, I found myself counting down the days until the end of the semester or until graduation, and today it's easy to wish all of those days back. We've spent hours in the classroom working on group projects and studying for tests, but it won't be these times that we remember as we look back at CSU. It'll be the late nights at Sundance and too many 25-cent gin and tonics. Sorry, Mom and Dad. It'll be the friendly wave of a professor on a crowded campus day that makes you forget that you went to school with 27,000 other students. And it will be the friends that soon became family. So take a look around. Today we are surrounded by family, friends, professors, mentors, classmates, and most importantly, fellow Rams. Today we will leave here a graduate of Colorado State University. We will all receive diplomas with our name, followed by bachelor's, master's, or doctorate. And while these words hold great meaning, it won't be the diploma that will cause us to be successful in our future. Over our time here at Colorado State University, we've come to know just what it means to be a RAM in the College of Agricultural Sciences. And this will carry on to each of our futures. Today, I believe in the future of agriculture because the future of agriculture is sitting right in front of me. Congratulations, class of 2016, and remember to always defend the fort.
Inspiring. Thank you. When you talk about your 4 years going by that quickly, think what your mom and dad are feeling. Thank you, Shauna. It's been wonderful. Those were inspiring. This spring sees the continuation of a new tradition here at Colorado State University and within our College of Agricultural Sciences. We have invited an alum of our college to provide remarks to the graduating class on the importance of becoming active and engaged as a CSU alum. Dr. Sean Archibek is a ruminant nutritionist who began his education at Colorado State University, went on to Texas A&M University to get his PhD. He has been listed among the top 20 best animal science instructors in the United States. He has served as Director at Large and a member of the Board of Directors of the American Society of Animal Sciences. It's my pleasure to have Sean Archibek speak to you briefly.
Thank you, Dr. Menon. Hello, my name is Sean Archibek, and 18 years ago, I was sitting right where you are, holding my diplomas from the College of Agricultural Sciences and the College of Vet Med Biomedical Sciences. I'll never forget how excited I was and just finally get that diploma. And I was also feeling a little sentimental, okay, about leaving this beautiful campus and jumping into real life, as you mentioned, being a real adult, okay? And also leaving all these great times at Colorado State University. It may be time for all of you to move on, and each one of you will have a different path and a different future ahead. But whether you stay in Fort Collins or travel to the far ends of the world, all of you have one thing in common with each other and with the more than 200,000 that have come before you. You are all alumni of Colorado State University, and you will be Rams for the rest of your life. I am honored to be the first to welcome you to the alumni family. You join poets and scientists, teachers and engineers, food producers and caregivers, and entrepreneurs. Although you may leave this campus, be assured your university will not leave you. No matter where your personal journey and professional journey may take you, know that your CSU Alumni Association, your college, and your former professors will be here for you every step of the way. Congratulations on a job well done. Go Rams!
Thank you, Dr. Archbeck. Graduates, now I would like each of you to help me recognize a very important group of people who have contributed much and perhaps received very little recognition. Would the parents, spouses, families, and friends of the graduates please rise? You may be seated. I would like to thank the department marshals, the student ag ambassadors, the exquisite brass, Ms. Shannon Rookie, our interpreters for the hearing impaired, and all others who helped make this commencement ceremony a memorable one. A special thanks to Ms. Amy Bibby, Megan Griffith, and Pam Schell for their outstanding efforts and leadership in organizing every element of this morning's commencement ceremony. Will the audience please rise as Ms. Rookie leads us in the singing of the Colorado State University alma mater, which is printed on page 1 of your program.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, Colorado State. Memories are everlasting of this place so great. May thy green and gold unite us, loyal ever be. Colorado State, our alma mater. Hail, all hail to thee.
Please be seated. And kindly remain seated as the platform group, the faculty, and the students exit the gymnasium. Thank you all for coming to this morning's commencement ceremonies. And to all, please celebrate responsibly and have a great summer. Go Rams!